What if a city could be destroyed, not once, but again and again?
And each time, it came back stronger than before? This is a story of plague,
and an unbreakable will to survive. From ruin, it forged a global capital. This is the story of a phoenix. This is the story of London. Our story begins not with a bang, but with a whisper. It was strategically perfect, a narrow, bridgeable point on the river. The Romans established a small trading outpost. They called it Londinium. Around 47 AD, on the muddy banks of the River Thames.
But it was fragile. Just a few years later, in 60 AD,
The Iceni tribe, led by the legendary Queen Boudicca, rose in revolt. She razed Londinium to the ground, slaughtering its inhabitants. This was London's first test, its first total destruction. And most would have given up, but the Romans didn't. They rebuilt it, this time in stone.
they surrounded it with a mighty wall, sections of which you can still see today.
For centuries, it thrived, until the Romans left. The Dark Ages saw London shrink, but never vanish.
Then, in 1066, a new conqueror arrived, William the Conqueror.
Seeing London's strategic value, he crowned himself king here and began building his legacy, the Tower of London. London was now the undisputed power centre of England. A city of trade, politics, and squalor. Wooden houses were packed tightly together. The streets were filth. It was a ticking time bomb. In 1348, the bomb went off. The Black Death arrived. It wiped out nearly half of London's population. A catastrophe beyond imagination. But once again, Londoners endured. They rebuilt their lives, but the city's design was still a death trap.
In the early hours of September 2nd, 1666, a fire started in a bakery on Pudding Lane.
For 4 days, the inferno raged. It consumed 13,000 houses,
87 churches, and St. Paul's Cathedral. It left 100,000 people homeless.
Virtually the entire medieval city was gone. This was the end of London. Or was it? From the ashes came an unprecedented opportunity. Out with the cramped medieval maze. In with wider streets, brick buildings,
And a new, majestic St. Paul's Cathedral. The fire had cleansed the city of the plague
and given it a modern blueprint. London was reborn, grander than ever. This new, resilient London became the heart of a global empire.
It industrialized, it expanded, it became the largest city in the world.
But its greatest test was yet to come.
In 1940, during the Blitz, Hitler's bombers tried to do what plague and fire had done before, break the spirit of London.
For 57 consecutive nights and beyond, the city was pounded.
But look at this image. St. Paul's, the symbol of London's last great rebirth.
Standing tall amidst the destruction. The people slept in the underground.
And the nation's leaders refused to leave. They would not be broken. And they weren't. Each time London faced annihilation, by sword, by plague, by fire, or by bomb, it didn't just rebuild and
It transformed. It learned. It grew. The scars are still there, if you know where to look. The Roman wall, the layout from the Great Fire, the rebuilt churches.
Isn't in its buildings, but in the indomitable spirit of its people. This is the story of London, a city forged in disaster.
So, what city of resilience should we tell the story of next? Paris? Berlin? Tokyo? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey through time, subscribe to the channel.
And hit the bell so you don't miss our next story. Until then, look closer at the cities around you.